When they come, and they will, they'll come for you.
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
Oh, I thought the beast had wandered off.
You're missing the point. There's no throne. There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Let me infiltrate the beat, concentrate the heat. If you ain't on my level, fuck it, let me be. I'll be going till it's all in motion, talking killing rappers. Then I hit my quota, and my train of thought is more a locomotive. Talking reason for it, I got locomotives.
Alright guys, I am fucking dirty from that flight. It's actually a decent place. That's all I kind of need is a bed in here. Only gonna be here for a few days. I have a date, so I gotta just shower up. That's the shower, looks like a shower in there. And then get going. The street is just packed full of people. It's like a party here all the time. People in the hallways downstairs. You know, it's freaking cool here.
I blew 100 grand just to show it. You fucking with a head, saying blow it. Pick up a pie of tens just to throw it. Now she understands what this life is. It's the white kid on this mic shit. Got a whole ass on this white dude. What you riding? Brain she applying. Look like she majoring fly shit. Yeah, I like it. It's something different. That's why I'm making writtens. It's so chill knowing groupie chicks in the feelings. Roll up with a gang. Watch front her shit. Say she down to bang. So came in you the best. No, that shit's a fat way she treat me like a mag. Gotta give a good rub down.
Now boys, my experience so far with Miami is it has nothing. It's nothing compared to Vancouver. Vancouver's so much better because it's got like all this nature and hikes and mountains. And the weather's not just like blistering hot where you have to like sit down, you know what I mean? And here it's such a vibe to party, right? And to you know, have drinks and chill at the beach and stuff like that, and just basically get nothing done in your life. So Vancouver's a much more productive, healthier city. That's my experience. This is a great vacation spot, and it kind of makes me think of like a mixture between like, it's like Cancun during the day and then Vegas at night minus the gambling. And that's very much the vibe here. So I have been taking a little bit of a break off of my health binge and have been having a few drinks and been eating unhealthy, but we're on vacation for a few days and then we're gonna go right back to it once we get back in town, and we're gonna do that webinar. And so hopefully by the time you guys see this, it's probably already gonna be running. But that webinar is gonna be really good. We're gonna really focus on trading, get tons of trading done, teach a few people, because this is the only chance somebody's actually gonna be able to be mentored from me forever, because I'm done teaching. No more, I'm too good at trading now. I don't wanna teach you guys. And that's about it. All right boys, we landed in Columbus here. Meeting up with K-Valor to do some videos together after the Miami trip. And so just a quick stop on the way home. It's actually super cold on the East Coast, I didn't realize. Hopefully I can get cleaned up or something at his place when I get there. Hopefully he's got a shower. Because I thought Fort Lauderdale was a small airport. This like looks like a bus station. It's like one room, and there's like, what, I guess maybe two or three plane gates. It's a really small airport. We've been on, you know, a health trip right lately, doing everything for happiness, productivity, proper health and everything, right? And Miami just freaking blew it out of the water. We took a break from it and we went to strip clubs, and I dropped at least 10 grand in the past 5 days in Miami. We got to figure out how I want to get home still, but we're gonna be right back to the health and everything once we get back home here. I mean, we took a break from it for a little bit, but it was not too bad. But Miami's just a fucking terrible place. It was fun though. It was fun. My fucking hair is haggard. That's him, man. Let's jump in. So check out this new filter.
That's fire. That camera is fire. Yo, it's your boy, Valor Innovation. You already know we lit. About to shoot some videos today, get a couple vlogs in.
Yeah, so Valor here is he's an ICT trader. He's been trading for 5 years now. Only recently kind of killing it. So he's branching out other investments. I was talking to him a little bit in the car here on the ride. So I think we might watch like some ICT type stuff. Talk about more of that style of trading, because I think we're kind of similar traders in that style. And then a couple videos on, you know, but yeah, the reaction stuff.
Like a little Q&A, because some people ask me some questions they want to get answered. So, yeah. I don't even know if they're open.
Visit, but we are currently closed.
Oh,
Damn, man.
dang.
Alright guys, I think that's all we're doing for the day here. We recorded a few videos of reaction there. Couple things. We're gonna go grab some chicken because we missed out on chicken this morning. And then I'll be rocking out for pretty
Yes,
soon.
sir. We about to go Roosters. You ready?
Roosters?
Here.
I'm pretty sure Roosters is a strip club in Canada. Bro. Traveling's overrated. And the final challenge of the trip here, boys, is looks like we got to take a car ride here. I still don't have a COVID test to get home. This is dark. Hopefully they let me across the border. I know on the passport it says that they can't deny me, so I'm just going based off that. I know you're supposed to have a COVID test to get in. Mine is like 5 days old, so don't think they're gonna allow it. Total of 38 hours, assuming I can get across the border. 38 hours to get across home. I have this car for 24 hours. Super expensive, 400 bucks, man. I think that trip cost me about 10 grand. You guys are probably wondering, how the fuck, Hunter, how the fuck did you spend 10 grand in Miami in what, 4 or 5 days? Well, a bunch of flights. I had a flight to Ohio too. There was 8 flights in total. I got this rent-a-car. I bought the laptop. And the biggest expense, boys, Miami has strip clubs. And, let's fix that. And I went twice. When I go to a strip club, man, I didn't take this lightly because it's been a long time since I've been out. So there was like about 6 grand thrown. Not thrown, but we went to the back rooms. That was about it. So the trip itself, if you don't count like the strippers, was about 4 grand. The laptop and everything, 2 grand. So the actual like flying and accommodations was like 2-3 grand, something like that. But I spent well over 10 grand for sure. Just actually might be invited to a friend's house tonight. We'll go chat with her, but tell her some stories. But we're not gonna record that part. So funny. So after all this, my friend was wrong. You still have to stay in the hotel if you drive over the border. I just want to go home now. So they're gonna find me with 2. They said they're gonna find me with a hotel. It's like 2 grand. And then another 3,400 for not doing the fucking COVID test. Well, good thing, $1,500 trip for 5 days. Guys, I'm back. It's been a while back, and I've just basically been chilling at home, not doing much. Let's fix this focus. Autofocus, boom. Easy peasy. Look what the fuck the cats just did, though. I'm in the middle of streaming, doing an actual live stream right now, and I see them fucking destroying shit here. Miami was great, but it took me a whole fucking week of just recovering, sleeping, and now we're back on this this grind here, and getting back to the normal life. I gotta clean this shit up. See you guys later. All right, what's up, traders? Hunter FX. I'm gonna show you how we locked in just about 10R in the week here, trading just the euro dollar, trading all the time frames. And I did this all on live stream for you guys. So if you guys did want to join in on that live stream, there's a link in the description, hunterfx.co/live. And then you guys can follow the live streams as well. We're just going to show you some of the clips here, but I'm also going to show you kind of the trades that I did take here. I did take a log of the trades here. Let me just pull them up. Yeah, so this week here, we actually only traded... We actually only traded 3 of the days because there was that holiday on the US there. So if we look at the trades, let's pull these up here. And I'm going to show you some clips of this actually live. So this was the first day. We took a short into the London session here after it was really just dropping off really hard. We quickly looked for kind of a retest after we saw this consolidation. We entered on that retest, stop above the range here, and then just continued down. We took 2.5R on that one, but this is showing good signs for the bulls here, right? So we wouldn't want to get in yet. There's another possibility of what happens here. Comes up here, retest that zone, and then jumps down. And then that would give us exactly what we're looking for, actually, because we want to test this area. The range would be The range would be like roughly like something like this, right? And let's delete this one. This would be roughly the range. Yeah, so this makes more sense here. We had a really big wick here, actually. This would make more sense because then we would go for just exactly where we're targeting. Just sweep these lows as well. That'd probably be what's going to happen here, right? Mind you, this would be super fine too, because this is the 5-minute breaker, right? So I'd be happy with shorting this here if we break back down below these lows here, right? Right here. We lost 1R on the New York Open because we thought that trend was going to continue down after kind of coming back to this range. So for that day, we only made 1.4R. The third trade, we locked in really nicely on the New York session. Again, we were looking for bias to be to the downside here. Again, we can kind of pull up some clips here of the bias analysis of that day there. 4 hour. Going to be closing an hour and a half, so it is possible it goes back up here, but it did retest that order block, looking bearish on that side. 1 hour, very bearish, right? Order block, rejection sweep. Very, very bearish. So coming into the 5-minute, we'd expect some sort of sweeping action over this. Right? Into the some sort of move up into this. And our targets, again, these lows. We dropped off super hard. I actually remember laughing so hard at this because I thought it was going to get stopped out, and it just dropped super quick. So we got, I think, 3.8R on that, locked in really quickly. And then the fourth trade here, continuing, I think this was on the same day. We continued that trend later into the day, just following that short bias, really strong short bias for the week. So it was quite easy for us to actually lock in profit. Not every week is like this, honestly, guys. The current week that we're trading in on, it's basically just ranging, so it's quite difficult to trade. Try to get out of here. So that second day there, we got 6R.2 profit. Third day here, we got this one almost right. What ended up happening, if you look at the clip in the recordings there, and these recordings are just for the actual stream private members here on the stream, right? And they can watch it later, so you guys can't actually see all of those. But what actually did end up happening here is we had triple top here, and it would have actually gone to these lows here. We would have actually taken some profit, but instead I took the smarter action and I closed it out just a small loss there. And then the trade 6 right after that, we took a long after a very explosive move. We're talking about this on stream. I remember saying this, that we wanted it to come back down, but not too deep. Right after a very strong move like that, we want it to come down maybe about 50%, and then we can continue that trend. Just because if it comes down super deep, then that's going to be kind of a fake out, and then we're not going to be so confident in that move anymore. And we continued that, and we were able to lock in some profits that way. Here might be the long, eh? If we got that sweep structure build right around that area that we wanted it to, lines up well. If we want to enter on that breakout, then I'll be happy with that one. So stops, these low, 1.21378. Entry was 1.21496. Our final target is going to be 3R at 850. So in the total week, we got a total of 9.6R locked in with those scalp trades there. Right, guys, so this video is called something like how to predict the market perfectly, something like that. I'm going to show you quickly at the end here how I'm able to actually predict the market directions perfectly. So jumping into how do we actually predict the market movements in perfect unison and perfect accuracy, right? Basically what I'm doing is I'm just using the higher time frame here, guys. And we're just looking for, you know, these really high ones, the daily, weekly, monthly. These ones we're basically just looking at like in a single candle closes. Like when we saw something like this, when we saw that sweep, we knew that the market was going to be coming down during that day, right? When we scroll back down here, right? We knew that was going to be coming back down that next day. So we were looking for shorts during that day, right?
And that was the weekly. Like the daily here, right? We could say, okay, you know, there's maybe a sweep like that on the daily. Really bullish close on the daily there, right? Really bearish close on the daily here. So most likely we're going to be looking for those similar levels. We're also going to be looking at things like, you know, breakers that can be rejected off of, right? So this can be a rejection on the higher time frame. We're going to be looking at inefficiencies, things like this, and these are all things that you guys are going to need to know. And so just general moving points, right? You're going to see at least a small reaction off of each of these points on the higher time frame. As we get down to the lower time frames, 4 hour and 1 hour, we're just basically looking at the trend here, right? And the trend is kind of your friend until it ends, right? You guys heard this stuff before, right? So you're just kind of following the trend until you find those higher time frame zones. And it's as simple as that. And then all you got to do to actually get the actual trades right at that point is find some sort of entry mechanism, guys. Leave it at that. Hunter FX. See you guys next time.